the essence of the singular thoughts which manifest within the conscious mind as the liquefied crystals of information that are distributed through the bloodstream are required to manifest within specific sections within the muscle tissue of the human physical body to specifically develop and design the structural resonance and other consciousness systems within and as your human physical body. For instance, all the specific points I am explaining and covering within and as that which the structural resonance within the human physical body consists of, is the main sections where the specific liquefied crystals of information with specific signatures of the same thoughts that are manifested within the conscious mind that are distributed through the bloodstream will manifest. For the liquefied crystals of specific information with specific signatures to manifest within and as specific sections within the muscle tissue of the human physical body, such specific sections within the muscle tissue of the human physical body have the exact same signature as the signature of the liquefied crystals of specific information. This is so designed so that the moment the liquefied crystals of specific information with specific signatures that are distributed within the bloodstream know exactly where to flow and once again manifest within the specific sections within the muscle tissue of the human physical body that have the exact same signature, and so the development and design of consciousness systems and your structural resonance begin. Here we continue. The moment the liquefied crystals of specific information is distributed within the bloodstream, the information now within the bloodstream will flow accordingly until its specific allocation is discovered as a specific section within the muscle tissue of the human physical body that represents the exact same signature as that which the information within the bloodstream consists of. The moment the information within the bloodstream allocates its required placement within the muscle tissue, all such information within the bloodstream with such a specific signature will extract and then manifest within and as this specific section within the muscle tissue of the human physical body. The manifestation of the information within and as the specific sections within the muscle tissue takes place as follows. Within the actual muscle tissue, there exist multiple minuscule tubes aligned right next to each other and on top of each other in multiple rows within the actual muscle tissue. These tubes are the platform/foundation for the manifestation of the liquefied information to once again form/transform into crystals. The moment these minuscule tubes within the muscle tissue fill up with the liquefied information extracted from within the bloodstream, the tubes together with the liquefied information transform into manifested crystals of the exact information. It is these tubes within the actual muscle tissue, within the specific sections of the human physical body, that consist of the exact same signature as the signature of the information which extracts from within the bloodstream and is required to manifest in such specific sections within the muscle tissue of the human physical body. Therefore, when you have pain in a specific section within your human physical body, or muscle cramps, etc., it's but a sign that you've had a specific line of thought for quite some time, and such thoughts, with specific signatures of information, have been distributed within and throughout your human physical body and manifested as crystals within and as the specific section within the muscle tissue in your human physical body, where the tubes within the muscle tissue within the specific section have all transformed into manifested crystals of the specific information as that which the thought consists of, which gives you the experience of pain. And the crystals will expand and expand constantly and continuously within such a specific section within the muscle tissue of your human physical body as you constantly and continuously focus on a specific line of thought. And when and as the crystals manifest and expand to such an extent within such a specific section of the muscle tissue within your human physical body that the muscle tissue is no longer able to maintain the extensive development and manifestation of the multiple amounts of crystals, you'll either tear a ligament or actually physically break/snap that part of your physical body which contained the section of muscle tissue where the crystals had manifested so extensively, so that the crystals are able to shatter effectively. So tearing a ligament or breaking/snapping a part of your human physical body is no random accident, it's specific. And that's where and what all sorts of diseases/illnesses flourish in and on actually as well, within such crystals manifested within and as the muscle tissue of the human physical body, with specific signatures of specific lines of thought. The only way the human physical body is able to support itself in releasing/shattering such manifested crystals within the muscle tissue of the human physical body developed, designed, and manifested through thoughts. So, what else generates and powers that electrical current moving within and throughout the human physical body, manifesting thoughts within the conscious mind and distributing the information essence of thoughts within and throughout the human physical body to manifest crystals within and as specific sections of the human physical body within the muscle tissue which cause pain, specific bodily breakages and splits as well as the flourishing of illnesses and diseases, but our participation in the act of thinking, believing that that which we think and feel is who we really are. So I suggest, human beings, that you start taking responsibility for yourself. Forgive those thoughts, and stop those thoughts because it's not who you are. It is used to enslave and control you and cause your body immense harm. Thanks. Veno. P.S. We have discovered a method to put this process of the manifestation of thoughts as crystals within the human physical body to a complete halt, so that all you have to focus on is stopping those thoughts within your mind and start realizing that those thoughts are not who you really are, including the emotions and feelings you experience within yourself. This I will explain in the Part 4 section, so for the moment, remain present with every breath and stop the thoughts. Forgive the thoughts, including the emotions and feelings you allow yourself to participate in, because for God's sake, it's such a limited delusional existence, and it's not who you really are. 22. Back, upper neck point. Looking at the pictures I had given structural resonance body, front and body, back, you will find the link to see the pictures on the Structural Resonance Part 2, Phase 1, document. Looking at the structural resonance body, back picture, you will find the point I am presenting here as the back, upper neck point. I am certain such points in the human physical body, which I am covering in this document, have very profound, fancy, and proper scientific/biological/anatomical definitions, yet I am keeping it simple, quoting many human beings' expression in this world, because not all human beings are biologists and scientists or have a medical degree of sorts, so that you rather focus on the contents of what I am presenting, rather than having to look up the meaning of the definition of the points on the human physical body. Right. The back, upper neck point, to which I will from here on merely refer to as the upper neck point, because all are with me in knowing that the point I am presenting and explaining is allocated at the back of your human physical body, so to speak, represents the lock-in point of consciousness systems within you. We have in a previous document, Structural Resonance, Part 2, Phase 10, by Veno, covered the plug-in systems within the left and right occipital bone points as the subconscious and unconscious mind plug-in systems, where the left subconscious mind plug-in system represents the mother matrix system, and the left unconscious mind plug-in system represents the sex system, and where the right subconscious mind plug-in system represents the father matrix system, and the right unconscious mind plug-in system represents the money system. Such plug-in systems are mandatory, meaning that such systems exist within, and as all human beings as birthed in the process of becoming a complete and total pre-programmed consciousness structural resonance system. Before I continue explaining what exists within, and as the upper neck point, I am referring to a wall socket which presents the opportunity for a plug to be plugged in. Now, I am taking the simplest and most common wall socket into consideration here, which is the 3-point plug wall socket. You have many various different mechanical/electrical manifestations to which the 3-point plug electrical design is connected, so that the 3-point plug is able to be plugged into the 3-point plug wall socket to have such mechanical/electrical manifestations actually function, because it requires electricity. Therefore, you have various different mechanical/electrical manifestations in this world, yet they are all connected with the exact same 3-point plug electrical design to be plugged into the 3-point plug wall socket to have the ability to function effectively because of the requirement of electricity. And this is exactly how the upper neck point functions, and what the upper neck point consists of. The upper neck point contains and consists of an interdimensional system design, which is already infused, manifested, and placed within, and as the upper neck point at birth, as it develops within the actual bone marrow tissue, as your human physical body develops within the mother's womb. This interdimensional system already placed, infused, and manifested within, and as the bone marrow tissue within, and as the upper neck point, would be the 3-point plug wall socket I used as the example above. The actual 3-point plug which plugs into the 3-point plug wall socket, as this already placed, infused, and manifested interdimensional system within, and as the bone marrow tissue within, and as the upper neck point, are multiple various different interdimensional system designs where each and every single such system designs have individual purposes. Yet all such systems with multiple various and different purposes would have the ability to plug into the exact same 3-point plug wall socket as this interdimensional system within, and as the bone marrow tissue within, and as the upper neck point. The reason for this interdimensional system within, and as your human physical body, as the upper neck point within which many various different systems, each and every single one with individual purposes, is for mind consciousness programming, insertion of implants, and downloading of necessary information within your entire mind consciousness system as your human physical body. As I have explained, there were many various different such systems that plugged into this interdimensional system within, and as the bone marrow tissue within, and as the upper neck point. See, what must be understood is that human beings had been designed as slaves since the very beginning of man's existence, and while you were designed as slaves, many other beings in the dimensions were given the opportunity to test systems and experiment on you to further guarantee man's enslavement on Earth to systems and the dimensions infinitely. So but a select few may stand as the alpha and omega of infinite guaranteed enslavement and control, and stand as the power of God, aka the power of enslavement. Let's look at how exactly the interdimensional system manifested within, and as the bone marrow tissue within, and as the upper neck point, being the 3-point plug wall socket, and the multiple various different interdimensional system designs where each and every single such system designs have individual purposes, as the actual 3-point plugs which plug into the 3-point plug wall socket. Firstly, I explained that it was used to experiment and test systems within human beings such as mind consciousness programming. This programming, for instance, had to do with merely accepting and allowing your state of existence or experience of yourself in this world. The frequent usage of words, for instance. It's just the way it is, or words programmed within, and as your mind consciousness to never realize you have the power of questioning, the power of common sense by asking, but why is the state of this world as it is? Who decided or said it must be this way? I am clearly seeing that the current way this world is run is not for the best of all. Why am I merely accepting and allowing the fate of my life and the fate of this world and the fate of others? And then the following words follow. I don't have the ability to change anything. I don't have the strength and the power to stand up, take responsibility, and actually make an impact in this world to discontinue that which I see and that which I know is not the best for all. No one else does it, so I won't. I'll rather be safe and remain in my safe haven, which is my home and those that exist in my world, than having to possibly lose everything because I dare stand up, take responsibility, and speak of that which I know, see, and understand is actually best for all. Look at what happened to those that did indeed dare to stand up, take responsibility, and speak, act on what they know, see, realize, and understand what is best for all. They got removed from the face of the earth and ostracized by many. I am too afraid of that ever happening to me. My own individual life is more important. Thank you very much. No, I'll continue with my life within my safe haven. I'm sure maybe possibly someday somewhere someone else will eventually, hopefully do that which I fear doing in this world. So I'll just wait, live my life, and let it be. See, such words as I have expressed above exist in the minds of all human beings. No common sense prevailing. Rather remain within your secluded safe havens of an acceptable life than standing up and taking responsibility for what you have accepted and allowed. Where only a select few in this world, once in a lifetime, actually do stand up, take responsibility, speak, act, and reveal what is necessary to make an impact, a difference in this world, and then they, the ones that actually do stand up and take responsibility in making an effective difference in this world, are either removed appropriately and ostracized by the people in this world because of fear. Because of this, fear is injected into people who do see what is best for all and what is required to be done to make an effective impact or difference in this world, to open the eyes and the ears of those who haven't allowed themselves to use common sense, and thus rather continue in accepting and allowing the current status of this world. The people giving their power and strength away to a select few in this world who has all the power and control. What a regrettable shame! Therefore, all of humanity, all human beings won't support the ones who actually speak common sense, who actually do stand up and take responsibility for what they have accepted and allowed to participate and support in this world by speaking and acting and making an effective difference in this world, but rather ostracize them, because you fear losing what you apparently have in your precious safe haven secluded worlds. Hiding behind your governments, hiding behind religions, hiding behind the belief in a God, hiding behind money, hiding behind relationships, hiding behind businesses, hiding behind prayer and worship, hiding behind organizations, etc., hiding behind such trivial manifestations in this world to justify the reason for you not standing up and taking responsibility in this world, your own world, and the realization of what is required to make an effective impact in this world as best for all. Through fear and rather accepting and allowing your own fate, the world's fate, and humanity's fate. Have a look at the hiding principle I explained above. Such manifestations that exist in this world for human beings to hide behind, have a close look and dare be honest with you. Rather wait for someone or something else to someday come and stand up and take responsibility for all as one. The God principle. Where are you? Such behaviors have been programmed into your mind consciousness collectively, so that but a select few in this world have your power and strength, because you're not realizing you, but accepting and allowing your fate through words spoken within yourself as thoughts, which you believe to be you, which it is not. The mind consciousness programming was done through the insertion of thought form constructs, which you made your own, and have come to actually believe that such primitive constructs is who you are, and have come to trust such thoughts within you, the reason why you are what you think. So what is actually God in you? Your thoughts, people. Secondly, I explained that it was used to experiment and test systems within human beings, such as the insertion of implants. Specific implants were connected to specific planets in multiple different interdimensional galaxies and universes. The implants were mainly interdimensionally manifested within the skeleton of the human physical body, of which the sole purpose was to enslave and control in multiple various different ways. Through sound frequency waves, to have you remain in a specific line of thinking, or to attract entities to latch onto you to have you remain within, and as a specific mind consciousness pre-programmed design, etc. There are so many dear human beings, but such interdimensional implants within the skeleton of your human physical body did exist, and even the result and effect of such implants within, and as the skeleton of your human physical body, you believe to be who you are, and have come to trust the results and effects you experience as yourself because of the implants. And thirdly, I explained that it was used to experiment and test systems within human beings, such as the downloading of necessary information within your entire mind consciousness system as your human physical body. This was done when a specific movement or event was instigated on a global scale, when specific occurrences was required to manifest in this world to bring forth either change or redirect the thought-form construct of humanity as a whole, all for the purpose of further intertwined and interconnected enslavement and control. You were but enslaved sheep human beings, enslaved lab rats, which was used to experiment on, and that is what you still continuously accept and allow yourself to be and remain, because you're not asking questions and living and applying common sense even within yourselves and your own world within which you experience your day-to-day life. This is what I would refer to as fate, the fate of yourself, the world, and the rest of humanity, as enslaved and controlled sheep and lab rats, because it's what you so wholeheartedly believe and trust yourselves to be, with no inclination of common sense or directive principle, where you take your own individual power to stand up and take responsibility for even yourself and your own world within which you experience yourself through and during your day-to-day lives. And so the reason for such an interdimensional system manifested